Belize's Brigadier General David Jones and the Admiral of the Belize Coast Guard John Borland hosted a high-ranking military man of the U.S. Marines this morning at the Price Barracks in Ladyville Village, Belize District. General Robert Neller arrived in Belize via the Philip Goldson International Airport at around 10 o'clock and was escorted to the BDF's headquarters, where he was greeted by members of the Belize Defense Force and later taken to the office of the Military Liaison Officer in Belize, where he met with the U.S. Ambassador Carlos Moreno. That meeting lasted just under an hour, after which the general, escorted by several U.S. Marines, went over to another section of the barracks to meet with Commander Jones and Borland. Upon his exit from that meeting, Love News spoke with General Neller on the purpose of his visit to Belize.
I'm here today meeting with General Jones and Admiral Borland as we have Marines that are here in Belize supporting the Belize Defense Force. They were here during the hurricane, and I believe they were involved with helping everybody kind of recover and clean up, and they're doing some work on some ranges, some roads, so that both the Belize military and our forces can continue to train and do it in a better, more effective way. So that's why I'm here, just to say thanks to General Jones and Admiral Borland, and to come see our guys and see how they're doing.
Love News also spoke with BDF Commander David Jones on what was discussed in this morning's meeting as it relates to training and hurricane relief.
We just had a visit by General Neller. He's the commandant of the U.S. Marines, and he's here to visit myself and to see what the BDF is doing and how they can partner with us to continue training, because they've got some Marines here training with us, and even after Hurricane Earl, their Marines were instrumental in assisting our rehabilitation right here in Price Barracks. And they've pledged that whatever other assistance we need here at Price Barracks, or if the country would require their assistance, they're willing and able to have our Marines join the BDF and assist where necessary.
And as it pertains to training, was any of that discussed?
Well, yes. They're actually doing training with us. It has been happening from 2003. We have a group of Marines doing training with the Belize Defense Force and providing leadership and skills training for us that started in 2003. We have some of them here at the base, and that partnership is going to continue. They're going to continue sending Marines here, and it's going to extend to having some of their troops go to Punta Gorda to do the training from there. So whatever we would need in regards to training in the future, he's willing to assist us. As long as we put in the request, he said he's willing to assist us with future training requirements.
As Commander Jones mentioned, the U.S. Marines is offering assistance, but as was clarified by our military commander, it is not by way of supplies or funds.
It will be just manpower, because they're, as the Army, they're not allowed to provide tangible assistance in regards to construction materials or so. But if those materials are provided by our country, they're willing to provide, because we've got some engineers here, some U.S. Marine engineers here in Belize that are willing to assist. We need assistance here as well. We're just waiting for some materials, and their Marines are going to assist us with reconstruction of what has happened here at Price Barracks.
General Robert Neller is a 4-star general, which is the highest rank in the Marine Corps. He reports directly to the Joint Chief of Staff for the United States and is the commander for all U.S. Marines in the U.S. General Neller left the country following his meetings today. Some structures at Price Barracks were not spared by Hurricane Earl on August 4, 2016, when it made landfall. The damages have been registered at around $1 million, including military equipment. Brigadier General David Jones spoke to Love News on the losses.
We have a number of military equipment that has been stored in the storeroom that is here behind me, which includes parts for weapons, parts for vehicles, equipment like what the soldiers would use out in the fields. I won't go into some of the specific things that are in there, but the infrastructure damage and equipment damage is in excess of $1 million that we lost here at Price Barracks. To include some of the homes for the families, the roofs were blown off, and they lost a lot of their household items as well during Hurricane Earl. So in excess of $1 million, we have a lot of damage that occurred at Price Barracks, and we need to look at helping ourselves apart from what NEMA and the government can assist us with.
several families staying at Price Barracks were forced to evacuate their homes in the middle of the storm as their roofs were ripped off. The annual conference